And if you're in the chat, ooh, can we get some predictions going? I'll try and set it up. Let's go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner. Oh, we may have to remake. Okay. Never mind. Gonna be remaking. We're just testing out servers, essentially. Just testing out servers, making sure that it's as fair as possible. And this gives me time to set up predictions. Quarterfinals. Astrea versus SpeCial. Damn, beautiful. Okay, you can hear the beeps, and we're going to be loading on in. Again, they were just testing the ping on Central. And apparently Central was really awkward for SpeCial, and he's just having some lag spikes on US Central. So we're going to be playing on US East. US East. Again, just to make sure the ping is fair for both players. For those that are curious, SpeCial is living in Mexico. He moved back to Mexico a year ago. Like, he's been there for a very long time now. No longer in Korea. But here we go. If you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on how you think this series will unfold and who you think is going to come out on top. Because spawning in the top left-hand corner of Oceanborn, we have the Mexican Terran player, the Red Terran, representing himself. Currently teamless, looking for a team. It is SpeCial. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the American Protoss, the blue Protoss player representing Matcherino Esports. It is Astrea. Here we go. A TVP is upon us here. SpeCial, one of the best Terran players in all of Latin America. Astrea, the best in the Americas, period. He's coming in as the favorite player. He's our most recent ESL Masters Winter reigning champion over anyone else. And SpeCial has been, having a bit of a harder time recently. This past year, these past 2 years, SpeCial has been dedicating a little bit less time, competing and training and practicing, I should say. A little bit more on his IRL commitments, which is always a good thing, don't get me wrong. But in recent years, our ex-LATAM King has been dethroned. Players like Cham, players like Coliseum have been actually in the Latin American region performing a little bit better. Going back to, of course, the summer seasonal ESL Masters event earlier this year, and of course the winter as well. So yeah, SpeCial, he's been kind of falling a little bit behind the other Latin American players, but hopefully he is now going to be recovering here, hopefully, especially with I Am Katowice on the horizon, with the completion of DreamHack Atlanta. SpeCial has been reinvigorated and is looking to fight back. Like, he was looking quite strong in that last game. He was looking quite good against Epic, so I'm hoping that we can make a series out of this against Astrea. I am hoping for it. SpeCial seamless. Yeah, SpeCial's been teamless for quite some time now. Kelazar as well. Both of them are actively looking for teams. Hey, if the Ducklings had a little bit more funding, then 100% we would, I would 100% consider picking up the Diego. Like, Kelazar, I would 100%. If I had it, I'd be there for Diego. He's a good friend of the channel. But yeah, hopefully they're able to find a nice home. Hopefully, fingers crossed. As we do have a Reaper just going to be dipping out across the map. Astrea just going for a Gate Cyber Expand. Standard opener out of Astrea. Very safe. He's got a shield battery as well as a sentry-based opener. The power of a sentry-based opener is, one, you have a little bit less to defend, a little bit less DPS for map control. This is true, but you make up for it with the hallucination. With this scout, he's looking to try to get a read on what exactly SpeCial is up to. I'm loving the Widowmine placement here, trying to catch the hallucination, but it is going to miss it, and we are going to get into the main base. SpeCial going for a delayed CC. A very aggressive opener here out of SpeCial was double gas, 1-1-1 into a drop, and everything gets scouted. Big scout here from Astrea. Again, SpeCial is being hyper aggressive. I'm loving the robo response. A robo based opener is very defensive here in TvP. The downside, you lack charge, you lack, you know, Phoenixes, Blink Stalkers. You lack a lot of map control, that is true, but you gain early access to Immortals and Colossus. So a very defensive way to play, and again, against SpeCial's opener, ideal. Well, you can see SpeCial trying to bait out that Stalker. Oh no! Stalker is going to go down. Astrea not quite paying attention. SpeCial, he has quite a bit of momentum going his way. He's pushing out across the map. Again, every unit counts right now for Astrea. We only have 3 to work with. Force Stalker out of the map. Drop going into the main base. That Widowmine looking to reset. The boys have to be pulled away. One worker going to be going down. Looks like we have enough Stalkers to do fend this off. So this could have been a lot worse. Astrea, he maintains his position behind this. Ooh, from the robo, sorry, my apologies, was a Twilight Council opener, but this is wild. I was not expecting charge. Astrea, you have my attention. So we are going for early Immortal production, that is true, but charge is an interesting one. Astrea may be looking to be aggressive himself. I'm very curious. Basically, I'm keeping an eye out for either a big gateway explosion or a third base. We'll see if we get one or the other. We have a... Speaking of, we are going... Yeah, there we go. We're going up to, what is this? 3 gates, 5 in total with a Templar Archives, all before the third. So very aggressive here out of Astrea. Banshee's coming in. We do have detection. And the Banshee does get eyes on the gateway explosion. So a big scout from SpeCial. Banshee... This investment wasn't really worth it. Didn't really get too much damage done, unfortunately, but he was able to scout, and that's what's important. And immediately, bunkers. Bunkers are on the way. Tanks are sieging up as well. We throw down 2 more Raxes. SpeCial, likewise, not taking a fast third base. This is a lot more common in TvP, just getting up to a 3-1-1 setup, eventually a 5-rack setup. Meanwhile, that medevac drop is still active. We are going to be threatening that third base again. This third is very late from Astrea. This gateway explosion looks like it was more of a safety precaution more than anything, but because of that, this base is very low already. Oh, nice mine shot, nice control there out of SpeCial, but he will lose that Widowmine. Across the map, observers coming in, and we're trying to get a read on what's going on. We do get eyes on the production. We do get eyes on the 3-rack setup. Very important here. So again, Astrea aware that there's no like kind of big production explosion either. Astrea just going for a late third and getting into additional tech. Storm is about to finish up. We have Blink on the way, Forge for +1. With this Forge, clearly Astrea wants to go into the mid game. He wants to go into a longer game from here. And we'll see if he can get there, because SpeCial doubling down, making a second Banshee, trying to get into the main base, so we have detection available. Once again, the Banshees don't really get much done there, at least keeping Astrea busy. Behind this, you have 1-1 on the way for SpeCial. Stim, Combat Shield, still building himself up on 2 bases. Ooh, goes to the scan, assuming there was an observer. And the observer not quite in position. Astrea did pull it back. But that means that this drop is going to go undetected. Uh-oh. The Zealot! The Zealot does barely come across the triple drop. Astrea, did he see? I'm not too sure if he did. We have the Banshees on the left, triple drop towards the right. We have a couple of cannons on the way. We have a Storm available soon on this High Templar. Not available yet. Drop is coming in. Astrea out of position. He does have to pull back. And triple drop into that natural base. We have to pull the boys away from this army. At the same time, Banshee's pushing in, but there is side defense. The cannons do deflect the Banshees. Blink not quite done yet. Without Blink, we cannot keep up. SpeCial, though, he's going to be committing here to the drop into the main. Blink is finishing in 10 seconds, and we're trading with the army. 5, 3, 2, 1. Can we get one? Oh, not quite. The drop will escape, but that was a bit of a costly trade. I'm not too fond of the commitment. There's no cannon here at the natural base, so we're going to get damage done. 2 probe kills. Meanwhile, the medevacs are being shut down. But yeah, like, initially SpeCial was doing well here at the natural, but committing into the main was a little bit brutal and didn't really get too much done. SpeCial, oh my god, going for mass mine drops. Bold move. We have 2 Widow Mines here towards the 3rd. We have 4 Widow Mines towards the natural. The main army pushing towards the 4th. 1 medevac goes down, but meanwhile, does Astrea react in time? He does! Oh, but he drags the shot! 11 probes go down. The downside here is SpeCial. Does he have enough at home to defend? He's being cleaned up. That's 12 workers going down in total. Astrea, he's committed. Now down in economy. He does have storms. There we go. Massive storms on the Marines. Oh my god. The prism goes down. Oh, the prism does fall here to those Vikings, but we still have a massive ground army, and we're breaking through. Again, SpeCial, he invested so much in his harassment. He threw so much supply away, harassing across the map, and he just doesn't have enough at home to defend. It looks like he is being broken. Astrea pushing into the natural, pushing into the main base. We still have 1 storm available behind this. GG gets called, and Astrea will snowball out of control, taking game number 1. GG. GG, well played. SpeCial, again, investing a little bit too much harassing across the map. Was achieving some damage, but not worth how much he was throwing away. You know, that was what, 6 medevacs worth of units? Remember, initially we had the triple drop on the right-hand side. We had the Banshees, plus the Widow Mines as well. Like, there was so many units invested in harassing, and once it all got shut down, there wasn't really much at home to defend. There were 2 tanks, a bunker, not many Marines, not many Marauders. Astrea was able to just break through. GG. Good killer instinct. Good killer instinct here from Astrea, recognizing how vulnerable SpeCial would be, and punishing SpeCial for, again, overcommitting to the harassment there. And with that, that is game 1 in the books, and now we're getting ready for game number 2. Game numero 2. Gonna be on Solaris. Here we go. And this will be the opportunity for SpeCial to fight back, hopefully force the ace match. As a reminder, best of 3. It's only a best of 3. Not many games to work with here. Here we go. Spawning in the top right hand corner of Solaris, we have the Mexican Terran player, the Red Terran, currently looking for a team. If you're out there, you have a team, consider picking him up, consider supporting SpeCial. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the American Protoss, the blue Protoss player representing Matcherino Esports. It is Astrea. 1 game away from advancing on to the upper semifinals. As a reminder, future, the American Terran is waiting for the winner of this series. Waiting for the winner in the semifinals. Meanwhile, hello, Mr. SCV. Where are we going? We are going to be avoiding the main scouting path through the center of the map. Interesting here from SpeCial. With this, it's going to go unscouted. And are we looking just for an eBay block? Looks like we are. We're going straight for the natural base, and the goal here is to throw down an engineering bay and to force the unnatural natural out of Astrea. There we go. The eBay has been thrown down. Astrea, ooh, doesn't quite have vision of this. Probe is now moving to the low ground, but it may just be too late here to slow this down. Instead, he's going to be forced to expand at the triangular third base location. SpeCial is going to be in the driver's seat. From here, he's going to be in the driver's seat. Astrea, he's going to be split between 2 really awkward bases, and his goal is to successfully defend. SpeCial from here is going to be going for a factory. He's going to be going for a factory, most likely a Cyclone follow-up, Cyclones and Hellions, and his goal is going to be to abuse the fact that Astrea is split between these bases. With Hellions and Cyclones, he can, of course, focus down gateway units, focus down probes as well. This is going to be very reliant on the positioning of Astrea. Whether his units are in position, shield batteries, overcharge, micro control. It's going to be a tight hold here for the Protoss. It is not an easy thing to do. There it is, factories in production. Now, Astrea already working on the wall. He throws down a pylon here on the high ground, and his goal should be to set up a wall just to make sure that if Hellions try to dive into the main, they're going to be denied. They're going to be slowed down. Astrea going for his own potentially counter proxy pylon. There's that Twilight Council. So it's going to be a Twilight Council base opener. Interesting choice. So something that's very common in this situation, it's very common for Protoss players to go for Stargate, to go for Stargates. The reason for this is because the rush distance by ground between these two bases, actually, sorry, the rush distance by air is quite short. You know, Phoenixes, they don't care about the ground terrain. They don't care about the ramps and like the kind of weird pathing here between these bases. So it's a little bit easier to kind of bounce between the bases themselves. But Astrea, the reason why he's going for a Twilight Council, he's going for a counterattack as well. His goal here is to defend and push across the map. Meanwhile, behind this, 1-1-1, Cyclone production has commenced here for SpeCial. Delayed CC on the low ground. And we'll see who is able to come out on top. We have additional Cyclone production for SpeCial. Again, his goal here is to try to pull Astrea apart. Astrea, his goal, of course, to defend and, of course, counterattack as well as quickly as he can. We're getting up to, what is that, 3 gateways back at home? Sorry, 2 gateways at home, 1 gateway across the map, 3 in total. We could go up to 4 gates. No shield battery on the low ground, which means we catch the Stalkers. Big pickoffs. 1 Stalker goes down, 2nd Stalker as well, and SpeCial, he could even go into the main, to be honest, but he takes control of the low ground. Big pickoffs again. Astrea was not ready for this whatsoever, and he's losing too much, forced to recall. 6 probes go down. SpeCial has already done more than enough, and he's not done. Getting so much hull damage as well, trading 1 for 1 with the Stalkers. And he has more Cyclones on the way, and this may just be it. This may just be game at this point, because Astrea, he's bleeding out far too many units. And he cannot afford to lose this natural base, but he can't save it. What can he do? There we go, we're up to 3 Stalkers. SpeCial going to be tanking some of those shots. Is going to pull back. So far, good target firing here out of Astrea. Additional Cyclones are on the way. But SpeCial, he has quite a lot of momentum already. And Astrea is basically all in. I don't know if you noticed something. Astrea, he's not making probes. He is not making any more probes. He is 100% all in at this point. He's getting caught out. Oh my god, Blink does finish. Just in time. Liberator into the main base. No defensive Stalkers, by the way. Again, Astrea, he has to commit. He has 1 Stalker to defend back at home. And can he break his opponent? We have a bunker on the low ground. We have Cyclones that are being repaired. How many Stalkers in total? 6 Stalkers and a Warp Prism on the way. With this tank, we just can't break this. Oof. We lose a Stalker in the process. Every Stalker counts. Here comes that Prism, which means we can bypass this position. We can avoid the bunker and the tank. We can go straight to the main. But a Banshee is on the way. Banshee, 2nd tank. We're going for another big warp in. We're going for a warp in. Astrea diving into the main base. He can deny Stim, which is a nice pickup. But he needs more. Again, Astrea still does not making any workers, any probes. He dives on top of the tanks. 1 tank goes down. He gets a 2nd. Big pickoffs. But the Cyclones. Oh my god. We get 2 tanks, but we lose 4 Stalkers. A brutal loss there for Astrea. He trades well, but he can't sustain these losses. He doesn't have the economy for it. He's now down to... Oh god. Now down to 6 Stalkers. Behind this, another tank is on the way. SpeCial, far ahead in the economy. Over double the worker count here of Astrea. Astrea's in a lot of trouble. Cannot break this position. Canceling another Stalker. The longer this goes on, the better it is for SpeCial. Astrea, he tries to find a way in, but there's a tank in position, and yeah, this is going to be a better fight for SpeCial. Big tank shot's going to be going up. So GG gets called, and SpeCial will take game number 2, tying up the series 1-1. We're going to the ace match. Let's go. GG. We are going all the way to game number 3. And again, that last game, Astrea just was not ready for those Cyclones. He didn't have a shield battery on the low ground. He didn't really have his units in position either, and things snowballed very quickly out of control in favor of SpeCial. Again, taking full advantage of that exposed base, of the eBay block. Again, eBay blocks are very common in the current meta. I'm sure you've seen it, but Mara's been doing it, Bjorn, Kior, anyone who's anyone. When it comes to the top tier Terran players, it is just a very Clem as well. It's just a very powerful way to, again, get into the driver's seat in TVP, and it's something that has to be respected. It's also why the meta has been shifting, and a lot of the top tier Protoss players have been going for like low ground walls or having a probe on the low ground really early on to kind of scout it ahead of time and deny the eBay. But something that Astrea wasn't able to pull off, and now we're getting into the ace match. It all ends here. Remember, single elimination. One shot. One shot is all you have. The loser of this series is eliminated from the tournament and will not take part in Masters Coliseum. And here we go, spawning in the top right hand corner of Alkione. We have the Mexican Terran player, the Red Terran representing himself, tying up the series 1-1. It is SpeCial. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the American Protoss. The blue Protoss player, the reigning ESL Masters Winter America's champion. Can he fight back? Can he bring it back here in the ace match representing Matcherino Esports? It is Astrea. Here we go. Catching up in the chat. Catching up in our Discord. As we are settling into this here. SpeCial once again going double gas. Once again, SpeCial is going for a delayed expansion. A much more aggressive opener here out of SpeCial. This time, doesn't go for the eBay block. His SCVs are kept back at home. And with this opener, should be going for a factory. He could double down and go for a 1-1-1. Racks into factory into starport, but this should just be a delayed CC and faster Cyclone production from our Terran. Ooh, meanwhile, Astrea looking to spice things up. Hello, Papi. Is going to be mining through these mineral patches and looking to go for what looks to be a proxy Stargate. Very common here on Alkione, just because of this positioning. Just because of the mineral patches that you can mine through. These are just very common proxy locations. So we'll see if SpeCial does check. As for now, going for that factory. Meanwhile, there it is. There's that Stargate on the way. Now, this is not an all-in. It is a proxy, yes, but it is just a way to cripple the economy of SpeCial and get into a better economic position as the Protoss. This should just be proxy Oracle. Just Oracles behind this. Oh, actually, we could commit. If we throw it... It's proxy Void Ray! Never mind. It is going to be a pylon shield batteries. If you watched StarCraft back in 2021 and 2020, you would be familiar with this build because this was very prevalent back in the day before the nerf to the Void Rays. Proxy Void Ray. Let's go. Now, there's a reason as well. We're going to be scouting. The pylon is spotted, shield battery is spotted as well. We go straight for the probe, and the probe is going to be focused down. Big pick off the Void Rays on the way, but SpeCial is already working on this. This is not a good start for Astrea. But if you're curious why this is back, if you're, again, more of an old school viewer, and if you're curious as this shield battery is going to be cancelled, the reason for this is the change to the Cyclone. The Cyclone in the new patch has less range. Because it has less range, going to be a lot easier for these Void Rays to take advantage of them and to gain momentum. But here we go, we have the starport on the way. I'm loving the positioning of the starport. It's behind the mineral line. We need Vikings. Vikings are very necessary here to defend, more so than Cyclones. Bunker is on the way. Cyclones are amassing. Void Ray does arrive. We're diving on top of the Cyclone immediately, and we're going to be able to focus it down. Again, because of the reduced range, Cyclones cannot kite as well as they used to against Void Rays, which is why Vikings are very necessary here. We have a second Void Ray on the way. No shield batteries, and Astrea is transitioning. Okay, so because the shield batteries were denied, Astrea is trying to recover and get into an economic game. Oh, but the Reapers, they make their way across the map. They get into the middle line. First probe goes down. Second, third probe as well. This is becoming far too much damage here. We have an Eps to defend, but so many probes are falling. Meanwhile, the Void Rays, they get into the main. They get into the mineral line. They focus down another Cyclone. Both players are going to be hurting. Both players are losing workers. The Reapers are finally dealt with. They're finally cleaned up. Across the map, the Void Rays going ham. As we get another Cyclone. But the Viking has arrived, and finally, we defend. Now, SpeCial did lose 9 SCVs, but he does have a CC, soon to be ready to land. He has some tech to work with a 1-1-1. But again, a very low economy, very low worker count. Astrea back at home. Not a lot of tech to work with. There we go. Oracle's on the way. We're going to need that Oracle for vision, for scouting. And Astrea needs to recover back at home. Is a very awkward game. As the dust settles, I think I want to give the edge to... Astrea. Yeah, he has map control. He shuts down a Viking. Very nice pickup. Ooh, Adepts have arrived, and we're trying to get on top of these Marines. We get one. We get two. We get 2 Marines. We get a 3rd Marine as well. Just barely we don't. Astrea does overextend. Underestimating the amount of Marines that would be available. As we're getting into Cloak Banshees, but the Oracle's going in, and the Cyclone is out of position. The Marines as well. Astrea taking advantage of SpeCial just being out on the map. 4 SCVs go down. We get a 5th. Oh, we do get eyes on the tech lab. And we catch... No! We catch the Banshee! No! The Banshee is not going to escape. It's going to go down as well. Oof. SpeCial in a really rough position. I'll show us the force field slicing up the Marines, cutting the army in half. Astrea just, outmaneuvering SpeCial at almost every turn here. Just pulling him apart left and right, catching free units, force fielding the ramp. And SpeCial is hurting. Behind this Astrea, even going for a 3rd. He doesn't even need a 3rd, but why not? Actually, is he going for the gold? Okay. Just mining through these middle patches. Army's making its way through. Astrea getting saturated here on his 2 bases. Robo follow-up. Blink is on the way. Phoenixes as well. A bit of everything. A bit of everything on the way here for Astrea. I'm curious. Will he go for the gold? No, okay, we're still... Okay, never mind. We're still just mining these minerals. I'm overthinking this probe. The Banshee does threaten the natural. We have an Oracle, we have a Revelation available. We don't want to waste it, but it is there. The Banshee was left idle. Oof. Takes a lot of hits. The Revelation in the end. Phoenix arrives to finish it off. The investment into these Banshees has not been worth it. We're getting into a bio transition with 3 Raxes. Second Banshee has arrived. Now, there is potential. If Astrea believes that he's cleaned up all the Banshees, then he may move out, he may be out of position, and maybe that Banshee can get damage done. But, yeah, the Void Ray is moving out as well. Banshee moves in. But Astrea, he's committing. Back at home, we have 2 tanks on the low ground. We have a bunker as well. But we catch the Cyclones. Both Cyclones fall. These tanks looking a little bit vulnerable. Meanwhile, the Banshee does reveal itself as Astrea is taking a 3rd. The Oracle's racing back home. Phoenix has arrived. Shield battery not allowing this Banshee to get any damage done. There's the Revelation. Can we get 1 probe? Oh, no. Not a single probe goes down. And now Astrea can focus on his push. That's a lot of Marines. There's no... Okay, so the one thing here. There's no reason to push in. All Astrea has to do is contain. He just has to contain his opponent to 2 bases, while Astrea takes a 3rd and takes up. We got Charge on the way. Storm on the way as well. There's nothing pressuring Astrea from trying to dive in. I mean, this, you know, he could maybe see like a point of vulnerability and try to abuse that, but for the most part, Astrea should just chill. He just has to calm down, contain. Additional Raxes on the way. SpeCial going out with the drop. Again, drop play is something that SpeCial needs to do here to come back in this game. The stasis! Oh no! Oh, big stasis. We could try and dive on top of this. We could try to punish this. Astrea is going to retreat. Likewise, drop is coming in. The patrolling Phoenix is going to be able to catch this. There's that defensive warp in. Astrea still in the center of the map. We do get the Marine drop in the main base. Medevac, it's going to go down. No! Full medevac falls. And SpeCial pushing through the center. Comes across the army. Again, Astrea, he's hoping to slow this down. Stim is done. Can SpeCial pull something off? Does scan! Does catch the stasis trap. But Storm is finished. Storm is done here for Astrea. He's got 4 Storms in the chamber. No War Prisms, so these High Templar are a little bit vulnerable. Big revelation. Does catch these Widow Mines. We get one. Oh, we get both. Very nice target firing out of Astrea. And we can see the surround. We can see the concave. Good force fields. No, the full medevac somehow survives. Bit of a misstep there from Astrea. Missed a shot. At the same time, Void Ray across the map, just being a little bit annoying. Keeping some of the attention of SpeCial back at home. How many High Templar? Still 4 High Templar, 4 Storms. SpeCial, a really awkward position. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Astrea. He's up a base, he's up heavily in workers. SpeCial going for the unsiege, he's backing off. Backs off for a moment. Reinforcements are on the way. SpeCial does not have a 3rd CC, he is 2 base all in. He's completely all in, he goes for he gets a High Templar! Nice pickoff. Snipes 1 High Templar. We are down to only 3. I'm a little bit concerned for Astrea. I would hope that he would morph in a couple extra High Templar just in case. Now he's down to that many less Storms. Liberators are on the way. This army is being reinforced. It's looking a little bit more terrifying. Astrea trying to come in from behind. He's catching reinforcements, catches a Liberator as well. The Unsiege! At a really awkward time. Mine Shot going to be going off. Another High Templar is exposed. Get out, no! That's going to be the 2nd High Templar without a single Storm. Bit of miscontrol there out of Astrea, but there we go. We have a Storm towards the north. I'm just really worried that he's just not rebuilding these High Templar, and without Storms, the Bio Army can potentially get out of control. But here we go, we're committing, we're pushing on forward. Both High Templar go down. Oh my god, no Storms left. Over the course of this all-in, all the High Templar have been picked up. We have 3 more behind this, but they need time. They're not ready. They don't have Storms. There we go, 1. Oh my god, a massive Storm on the army. The juiciest connection. Mate, we had like... we had 4 High Templar initially, they all died. We had 3 High Templar towards the end, only 1 Storm. Only a single Storm connected, but apparently only 1 Storm is all we need. GG, well played. And Astrea will take the series 2-1. GG. I was so concerned. I was like, Papi, we're running out of High Templar without any Storms. She's like, I only need 1, okay? I only need, just 1 Storm is all I need, apparently. GG, well played. But a juicy Storm at that. It connected with every single Marine. SpeCial was not expecting that, not anticipating that, and with that, Astrea will advance on, and SpeCial is eliminated from the qualifier. He is going to be eliminated. And with that, we can have a look at the bracket here and go over what comes next.